Day 39, Occupy Wall Street. Ray Kelly might be slated as being the new FBI director. That's a fucking joke, isn't it? You know? He can't even organize the policing in a small park in downtown Manhattan, but he's going to be in charge of Homeland Security, national security, and everything. So he just took our generators. That was the move he pulled this morning. So I'm talking to a horse.
People are trying to wonder, what exactly is our message? There's this big talk saying, oh, these protesters are misguided. They don't know what they're doing. They don't have a clear goal.
If you had to pick one thing that would substantively and symbolically address the concerns of the people here, we believe it is busting up the big banks. We have this system of banks too big to fail.
You have these bankers who are short selling stocks and getting involved with all sorts of insider trading, and they get slapped on the wrist with minimal fines.
And what happens is you and me and average taxpayers have to bail out these banks. So you've got people making $30,000 a year using their tax money to subsidize bankers who last year made $20 million.
That's why we're here. Another reason why we're here is because we're tired of paying for the wars, so a few bankers can get rich. That's what all these wars are really all about.
The problem I have with this whole movement, I guess, is I don't believe that anybody should be handed anything, and there should be motivation to look for jobs, there should be motivation to better yourself, rather than deciding, well, let's just band together and let the government take care of us.
Should I just speak about what I think this all about? I don't know why I'm even here. I'm just taking pictures.
I'm here to take photos, and that's about it.
To be honest, I don't know that much about the issue.
Can we get a picture with you now?
I'm happy to be here, and I support this 100%. I really do, because, there's like a major problem here.
Everybody in this country except the top tier is hurting.
At my company, there's people that work for minimum wage, and I don't know how they're supporting their families. It is fucking ridiculous.
The head of the company makes 17-some million a year, but yet they had to lock out 51 people in Reading, Pennsylvania, and that's a concern.
Then I read in today's paper that Shell Oil posted profits in the hundreds of billions of dollars. Hundreds of billions of dollars.
People can't feed their kids. They can't put gas in their car. They're losing their houses.
My college tuition is about $40,000 right now. And thankfully, I'm a 1%er, so I'm not in debt. But, I know a lot of people who are in massive amounts of debt.
My health insurance, starting January 1st, goes up to $1,100 a month. I mean, that's out of control. My company, for the first time, and I've been there for 23 years, and my company is asking me to kick in. And I'm going to kick in. I have no choice.
We've got some issues in this country. We don't have jobs for people. We don't have industry for people. That's what needs to be done. Government needs to deregulate. We need to have better business rules so that people can put money into startup businesses so that we can start all over again, because that's what we need to do.
I'm originally from Spain, but I work and live here in the US. One of the reasons I support the movement is because there is a lot of inequality, not only the States, but all around the world.
I live the same thing in my country, to Greece. You understand, the crisis in Greece. I think we are more poor and somebody is more rich. That's it. Simple.
Mencionar que vengo de El Salvador, un país también que tenemos múltiples problemas y sabemos cuáles son las razones, porque también hemos sido víctimas y eso tiene que ver con un sistema que nos oprime, que nos excluye, que ha generado los problemas ambientales que tenemos, los problemas de exclusión, de pobreza, de racismo, etcétera, etcétera. Y contra eso es que debemos de luchar todos. Así que, como mencionaba Marx en sus textos, los pueblos del mundo debemos de unirnos y luchar juntos porque estos problemas nos afectan a todos, ¿verdad?
Je veux dire que les Français sont avec Occupy Wall Street. Les Français trouvent que c'est merveilleux et moi aussi.
I'm here to support Puerto Rico's independence, and also, believe it or not, I'm supporting the independence of the people of the United States because they are the subjects of the Wall Street banks and all the corporations.
I would like to see us transition into a system that supports people and values people more than material things.
I'm a documentary photographer, and over the course of my work, I've seen how our government sells out human rights for a political and financial gain.
All right, now I'm going to talk to you, Mr. Horse. I know you're supposed to be a horse, because I was told, but when I first saw you, I thought you were a Democratic donkey. And I always wanted to talk to the Democratic donkey, because right now our country's in crisis. And I know that the head of the Democratic Party is President Obama. And I'd like you to tell him that if he wants our kind of support in the upcoming election, he's got to fight for it. And I'm tired of him laying down and trying to negotiate with these asshole Republicans who don't give a damn about him and want him out of office. So he's got to stand up and fight for what he believes in. No holds barred. And then, I'll have more respect for him. Would you please tell him that? Thanks anyway.
The way to be happy is to become holy. We have to become holy in that we have to treat everybody with love and kindness. We have to have a holy government.
We need Jesus! Come back!
The government has to become holier.
Jesus has it all. He's coming.
When we're holier, then we're happier.
He's giving it to you. More and more revolution. Jesus said, I wish a fire was kindled.
Get rid of capitalism, create another reality. Another reality. I'm talking about science, my friend.
Hello, my horse. Nice to meet you. Pleased to meet you.
Set the stage, feel the rage, jump out the cage, and my dog on a roll.
Maybe one day he could be a horse. And I hope, but he needs to go to NYU.
Set my goals like Tiger Woods and golf ball holes. I do run fast, I take that path. I do bad things to the PTA staff. Bless my past, get on fast. Scarju Joe Jackson beat my ass.
And Mayor Bloomberg, I elected you on September 11, 2001 to become a mayor of New York City because I wanted to stop the terror attack in America. Thank you very much.
We occupy for change. We're marching to the beat of Occupy Wall Street. We're here to shout, we've been without our dreams. In parks and squares across the land, people are rising hand in hand. So join our movement, take a stand. Occupy for change. We're marching to the beat of Occupy Wall Street. We're here to shout, we've been without our dreams.
Hi. What's everybody doing about eating and taking a shower? And they're freezing. I'd last about 2 hours here. Yeah, I don't understand any of it. May we be guilty? I don't know. I don't understand it. What are they doing here? We were just over at Burger King. They were arresting a girl. She was blocking the bathroom. 20 people were waiting to go to the bathroom. And they had 10 police officers in the Burger King wasting the taxpayers' money, standing there trying to arrest her. She was so high or wasted on crack or who knows what.
What can you say?
A lot of people will walk by that are sort of stuck in an old model or don't even want to really ask themselves the question about what's wrong. When I first came, I wanted to suss it out myself with no expectations, and I was immediately taken with what an organic, heartfelt movement it is and how there are so many differing views and opinions and feelings about what's going on here.
We're gonna let no government turn us around, turn us around.
This is giving me so much hope that something like this is happening, that a real discussion is starting, trying to think about best societies and transforming and really looking at capitalism and how we're going to go forward. And no matter what happens, this is a victory.
Every time I come down here, it's a different group of people. What I find is consistent is that there are conversations between people on issues, some of which we agree on, many of which we don't agree on, but I think it's the process and the conversation that really is this thing. It is ongoing. And until we reach an answer, and even after answers have been reached, we're going to keep on talking. We're going to keep on walking. Walking down a freedom land.
We are all being affected. We're still fighting wars all over the place, which is polluting and devastating communities and the environment and you know what. And there's still these weapons of mass destruction of nuclear around the place and nuclear power accidents. We have big problems and we need to, as a people in the world, get together about these issues. And we've got the internet now. We're a global village. And wherever we are, as people here, gathered here, we're beaming out to the world.
Camping down a freedom line.
I'm here since the first day of the occupation, and the reason why I'm still here is because all the communities that are living here in this park, that are very diverse, finally found a common ground in a point that is bigger than our own idiosyncrasies, bigger than our own demands. This movement is growing astronomically. We started a month ago with 300 people living in this park, and in more than a month we have around more than 1,000 cities around the world.
It's a global thing. It's in 80 countries. It's in 1,100 American cities, and it ain't going away. A little bit of coal won't put anybody away either. The spark's been lit. Next year's going to be the mother of all years. Demonstrations. There are going to be 1 million people in these streets next year. We're organising that, so it's going to be massive. It's going to be huge.
It's right. It's right. And I feel good about being here. And I feel good about everybody being here. Because it's time people got angry. I don't think this is going to work, but I'm glad people are showing that they mean business. But eventually, everybody here is going to get thrown out, including you. You'll be back in the barn. And it's a shame. They might make you into dog food. And that's what business is all about. Don't get mad, but that's the reality.
If you look at history, we're just totally fucked, but like I like being here and I'm supportive of what's going on here, but I'm pretty cynical and negative because I think the country's about to go bankrupt. It's just like the Romans had the same problems as the Roman Empire declined: high taxation, corruption, overseas wars, and our whole country's about to collapse. There's probably going to be civil unrest here due to financial concerns, and the thing that's getting people out here, it's sort of like the Vietnam War. Once it hits home, there's a problem, then people get upset. They don't want to do anything until it actually is something that's at their doorstep. That's about all I can say. I enjoy being here, and you're going to let me take another picture.
What I find incredibly interesting is that the ratio of protesters to cameras is 1-to-1. There is a camera, a mobile phone camera, a video camera for every protester, if not more. Now, it remains to be seen if that is good or if that is bad. It may be good because it may help to spread the word, but it may be bad because it may turn this thing into a circus within a zoo, and it may just make it unbearable for those who are here to live with it. It's one thing to state your opinion in public. It's another thing to live in public and be looked at whatever you do.
There's a lot of crazy shit happening in this country and this world. People are kind of in a stupor, and it's not really their fault. It's because they only have these like media outlets and these politicians giving them like bogus information.
They're lying on TV, and they're putting this thing down like shitty hippie moment. This is not my friend, this is not a shitty hippie moment. This is a global moment.
Basically, just shit is fucked up, and people need to educate themselves and think outside the box.
I've had a lot of people just today sit there and say this is un-American, this is about as anti-American as you can get. I disagree. It's the exact opposite. And what I think is great about the people down here is that everyone's welcome to come down here and debate and have a talk and share their views. And I welcome everyone to come down here. It's a great experience. Thank you.
What is your mission? He can't talk. His mission is to listen. So when you listen, this is an accomplishment in itself. You agree? So through listening can come action. Without listening, status quo. So I wish you the best in listening and solving. All right. Stay cool.